Hey everybody, welcome back to Banjo-Kazooie. As you can see, we are back in the Bubble Gloop Swamp level area because I did not realize... Well, I think we talked about we're missing a honeycomb piece.
Yeah, so we're gonna grab it.
Yeah, luckily, it's not the only thing we have to do in here. Actually, it's unlucky, because we never defeated Mr. Vile. So I'm going to quickly go and let's see, where's that turtle? Turtle. Gotta go in the turtle real fast. Unfortunately, we have to massacre his feet again real fast.
Now, does defeating Mr. Vile give us a Jiggy?
Yes.
Okay. So we've only got
It is
9
the-
so far.
Yes, it is the only Jiggy we have not touched here yet.
Okay.
And I do not relish it, and we're going to use save states because it is a stupid minigame. Especially because it's multiple rounds. That's what makes it really bad. Alright. So I don't know how I missed this. Maybe it's because this camera is terrible. But if you stand right here...
Alright.
Photoshop magic. So we're gonna need that health, so I'm glad we
Yeah,
got
it's based on how things have gone, I'd say we need all we can get.
Yeah, hopefully I'll stop being such a poopy player.
No, it's just it seems like this game can if you're not really paying attention, it just really drains your health.
Yeah, Conker's Bad Fur Day is like way worse in that respect because not only like it gives you health aplenty, but there's so many things that are like, yeah, so you would have lost health, but here's the thing, you're dead. That just straight up killed you. It's like you just went through a meat or a wood chipper. What do you expect to happen, Conker?
So I did notice that there was a Jinjo back there. Can you
Yes,
recollect?
everything resets.
Everything resets? Okay, so you just get all 5 of them again, then it drops a... Is
Gives
it a
you
ghost?
Nothing.
Is it a ghost Jiggy?
Nope, there are no ghost Jiggies.
Really? So they didn't even take that from Super Mario 64. That's surprising.
Yeah. So, remember a couple weeks ago how you got a new gaming chair?
I got seating for my living room. I wouldn't call it a gaming chair.
Okay, you got a new office chair for your desk, right?
No, this is the same one I've had for years.
Have you not? I thought, didn't you say something on your chair broke?
No. Oh wait, you're. I did have a chair for my living room that broke, and then I temporarily repaired it, and then I got a new love seat.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the one next to your computer. The reason I bring this up is, so my chair I use for my computer, I love it. It's cushy. I got it off the side of the road. And the other day, like 2 days in a row or so, I noticed there's just a big bolt on the floor. I'm like, where did this come from? And then I find another bolt. I'm like, where is this coming from? And I realize it came from my chair, but nothing's changed. So I should probably put those in before I collapse on camera, and it'll be very funny.
Yeah, I would look into where there might be bolts missing on the bottom of your chair.
I'm sure it's just one of those, you know how things get unscrewed as they vibrate. Anyway, we're gonna save state religiously on this. I'm Mr. Vile, greatest chronic of all, playing my game to win a prize. Press 8, accept, beat it, check it out.
Did we attempt this and fail it before, or...?
We did.
Okay, because this is seeming a
not
little bit familiar.
Yes, what we didn't have was access to these.
Oh, because we get them at a later level.
Yeah, you need these. You don't need these to beat, Mr. Vile.
I want to say that you were really close when you attempted
I was so close, and I got a little sloppy here and there, but I will gladly take the speed boost. I'm not really sure how the algorithm of these stupid things coming up is. Now, I had a horrible thought about this minigame the other day. So we're in a giant crocodile's mouth, correct?
Yeah.
Do you know of parasites? Like, I realized, oh no, these are parasites embedded in this poor crocodile's tongue. I don't know. I'm thinking too much about the abstraction of it, but I'm a very squeamish man. So me realizing that kind of ruined this for. I was like, oh, I mean, I already hate this, so.
Well,
You can't really
you
make it much
did
worse.
it with a pretty good lead. It's somewhat surprising to me that they had an entire.
Oh, we're not done.
Oh, but
There's 3 rounds, and I will save state for that reason.
Oh, with the sneakers, it's kind of surprising to me that they had the idea to allow you to use them while in this alternate form, complete
Thank
with
goodness.
the sneakers appearing on the model. That's
Yeah.
that's the extra mile that I wouldn't expect them to have thought of
Yeah.
or B had the capacity to implement for this first game.
Luckily, it's as simple as just like, well, we have the object, we'll just slap it on the other object, I assume. And it's interesting
I would
because-
imagine that those are different. That this is like a different model.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm just saying building the model would be as simple as take existing model of both things and then just go about and kind of put them together. But you're not wrong. It's like how when I started modding Mario 64 to have custom characters, every single state of Mario's head is a different model.
Huh. They didn't just swap out the texture for his mouth?
There is no mouth on Mario.
Oh, right, his mustache.
Isn't that weird?
I mean,
Alright, we never...
But his eyes
okay.
change and it's a different model?
Okay, no. Oh, I'm sorry. No, there are... I'll explain in a second. This is the worst one. We're gonna do what we can here. We didn't even make it to the 3rd round last time. Because this time, you can get just screwed on RNG.
Wait,
I mean, it's not really
now we're avoiding the red things and getting the...
Well, we were, and now we... See at the top of the screen, you can see what we're collecting?
Oh, it's constantly changing what we want.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's real bad. This is... Yeah, I have done this vanilla without the speed shoes, but it is bad.
Yeah, I can imagine. This seems like another one where it's like, you're asking a bit much of the player here. You
Yeah.
probably should have slowed down Mr. Vile just a little bit.
Yeah. Ah! Luckily, I said RNG, but I don't really know how much RNG there is in this. I'm not taking that.
Yeah.
Sadly, you do slow down when you bite, unless you actually eat something. Ah, no. Okay. Yeah, the spawns are what kills you on this, because...
Well, and the camera also means that you can, if you're up near the top, you can only see a portion of the screen, whereas if you're near the bottom, you can see all of it.
It's a problem. Fortunately, it does slow him down, even if a little bit.
So do you have to press a button in order to eat the thing
Yep.
when you get close? Okay. So you can't
Edge
just
you out!
run into it.
Edge you out! Oh, you son of a...
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Thank goodness for save states.
Yeah. Like, okay, because it's not just... It's not even just you now, That counts? Wow. See, the window for when you're allowed to, like, switch is super vague, too.
Yeah, it happens so suddenly. It needs to give you more heads up. An indicator that, okay, we're changing now.
Now, luckily, you can actually take advantage of the fact that Mr. Vile can see what you can't. So, in that respect, you can see where he's going, and you can at least know that that's somewhat in the right direction. We are barely keeping up. Come on, switch. Oh, that's garbage. Oh, gosh. Okay. So I'm gonna... I don't want to... See, the scary thing is save stating and essentially soft locking yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in case we locked ourselves into an RNG seed that is just punishing.
I will save as I get somewhat leads. Because, yeah. There is a legit strategy. Oh, no.
I wonder if
there is a legit strategy for edging him out a little bit, but it's
because he's so efficient. I wonder if the right solution is to stick with him and constantly steal his, so that not only
might be
so that rather than letting him do his thing, we're interrupting him.
Yeah. And I notice he seems guaranteed to get 21. Mm-hmm. So I should focus on getting 22. Like, if there was some hint of when it's gonna change. Like, it's the red stoplight problem. You just don't know when you're gonna get edged out. Like, I'm sure if you got a stopwatch, it might not be as random as I think. Come on. I'm gonna punch. Okay. I'm gonna try your method. Let's see. As much as I can, anyway.
Yeah. One of the difficulties is that he is going to be turning directly to where he wants, and that allows him to get ahead of you. There we go.
Just get 22.
You got a lead. You got a lead.
You can't win. Oh my gosh!
All right, yeah, I think interrupting him rather than just letting him do his thing while you do yours is the way to go.
Because his advantage is knowing. Oh, let's see. Mr. Val now has tougher challenge. If Greeny not scared, you must win next 3 games to win 3 extra lives. But each time Greeny loses, Mr. Val chomps you for 1 life. Yeah, we're not doing that. Because lives are borderline useless in this game, so who cares?
Yeah, we already had to go through all that trouble to get a Jiggy. Like, why would we go through more of it?
I know. Now, it's funny, in Tui, there are actually incentives to do extra stuff like that, because there's a couple more pickups that you have to contend with. Well, say goodbye to the swamp. We are done here. Which reminds me, I've never played many Dark Souls games, but listening to Pat and Wooly for years and years, I get the impression there's a lot of swamps in those games.
I believe the joke is that whoever is like the main Souls guy at FromSoft has gone on record saying that he just really likes poison swamps, and he keeps putting like maybe 2 in each game he's involved with.
And it's funny because now there's going to be some game where it's like, apparently it's either kind of like procedural on what is where or something. And so as Wooly joked, he's like, now the poison swamps come to you. So I've never really, I may have played Dark Souls 1 time.
I have no
really
interest in Souls-likes.
I have an interest in playing the Halo cursed version where you're playing with Halo weapons. That seems fun.
Yeah, I just, with a lot of the idea of what a Souls-like is and what it does and what you're doing, I have no interest. If I was, I would probably play Bloodborne, I guess, but it's just not a style of game that seems like it would. I've tried several. I've never liked a single one.
Yeah, the closest thing that I'll ever get to is probably playing Wind Waker with only the Skull Hammer as much as I can, which is a lot of fun. But that's a self-imposed kind of challenge that is just because I played that game so much. Anyway, I forgot to get this Jiggy. And now we have it.
Nice.
I'm actually shocked how few Jiggies... Oh, right. That's not our total Jiggies. That's the number of Jiggies we've gotten in the hub. Because there are, I believe, 10. Because we get the first one for free before Mumbo's Mountain, and then there's 9 levels. So.
So a witch switch for each level then.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Which switch? That switch. I like Who's on First jokes. They're funny.
They can be pretty good, yeah.
So we have 600 notes. So we're gonna do a little spelunking, and we have to because. Okay, actually no, we're not going this way yet. That's right. I remember now. We opened up the note door up here. I can find. There it is. It's funny. I feel like the comparisons between this and Peach's Castle. Something about I think it's because there's enemies in the world. Like if the Mario Castle had enemies, it would feel a lot more lived in.
Yeah, I mean certainly this is a lot bigger, a lot more varied.
Mm-hmm. So we can go through here, but I'm gonna look in here for just a sec. Yeah, because this is not like, you know, this is a creepy witch's nonsensical dungeon house. Okay. Gonna grab that Ikamboko. Let's see. We have 35 Jiggies. Okay. I remember you pulled the math out of your butt like instantly for knowing how many we'd need to unlock the last level.
Yeah, it was 15.
It was 15?
It was 15.
Okay.
Because so it was a 4x4 grid and one of them had already been filled in.
Right. So theoretically, we could go to the last level. I'm not going to do that because we're going to get all the Jiggies, so might as well go in order. I would love to get it over with. In fact, we're going to do it. We're going to do the last level second to last because I just hate it so much. Which is funny because it's kind of, okay, it's more tedious. Like, second to last level's harder, but last level's more tedious. All right, here we go. So hopefully you're paying attention to where we're going, because it is a bit. This is the part of the game for me that, like, this is about as far as I'd ever get when I rented it.
Mm-hmm.
Because boy, did it get confusing after a while. Let's see. Anyway. In fact, the reason I never got further than this is because nuts. I want that. Is because what you do in Man Monster Mansion is basically the way forward after this point. But I was a dumb kid, and that gate to that other little mansion we found over there, didn't know that existed. So yeah, that's gonna be important, and we will take care of that. I'm gonna save state in case I mess this jump up.
Nice.
Right. Was it worth it? No, but the last transformation takes, I want to say 50.
Ooh, and we only have 20.
Well, we will keep getting them, so you don't have to get them all. I wish this game, well, okay, this game has fast travel if you count death warping, but I'm thinking I'm far deep enough in the castle. I guess lair. It's a lair. I'm deep enough in the lair that you won't actually be able to make any use of a death warp at this point.
You know, the
only reason.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No. Only reason I'd go depth warp is to get to the sandcastle to put in cheat codes, which I could do, but I'm not going to till, like, maybe that'll be the last thing we do because yeah, there's a bit of a surprise for that one. Anyway, you were saying?
Yeah, I was just going to say that it's kind of interesting to me that so many of these early 3D platformers bothered having swimming in them, because that's a fairly that's something that modern 3D platformers can struggle with, suddenly having an extra degree of freedom, essentially.
Yeah.
And I can only chalk that up to Super Mario 64 attempting it, and every other platformer feeling as though they needed to try it and to just basically do it the same way, and then it still ended up being like one of the weaker parts of each of those games.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember if, because very few games have done water well. Not water well. I know Echo the Dolphin's a series. I don't know if they ever made a 3D game.
I can check on that.
Because, like, yeah, I honestly think that a game like that could work because you're a fast dolphin, and the physics involved could be a lot of fun. Oh, wait, there's no enemies out here yet. What am I worried about? Anyways, welcome to the catchiest song in the game, Mad Monster Mansion.
Okay, it looks like there was a Dreamcast Echo the Dolphin game that was 3D.
Okay.
And then I think it also got ported to PS2.
Cool. But yeah, this is one of the most iconic songs in the whole series. In fact, I feel like I've heard it in Peanut Butter Gamer's video at some point. It's funny, this gate, you can't get through it, but it goes somewhere eventually. I mean, you would think, logically.
I always notice when YouTubers like that use the Monsters, Inc. Scream Team soundtrack in videos, which is more often than you might think.
Huh. That's interesting. So, first we're wrecking this place.
I'm pretty sure Kadikarus has used it multiple times.
These two guests are rather dumb. Let's make sure they are unwelcome. We woke Napper while he's sleeping. I can hear someone down there creeping. Yeah. So, we're not going to be able to get that jiggy for a little bit. Because this game, let's see. I think, yeah. No, we can do it, but I'm trying to remember what the trick is. Because you can tiptoe as Banjo. That's something you do more in 2E, but I want to say... Oh, I think I know. Yeah, I know what we have to do. Yeah. Does he hurt us? No. My golden prize you may not take. Not while old Napper is awake.
Oh, he's doing the rhyming thing, too.
Yeah. That's nice of Grunty to... What? Huh. Mumbo is in her... Well... At least she has some connection to her sister. You got Dingpot, you got Lair. Yeah, but Mumbo is an interesting one. So canonically, Mumbo was cursed by Grunty to have that head, which kind of feels not true. I don't know, it's weird. Let's see, this goes somewhere else, I think. Yeah, somehow that goes somewhere else.
Huh.
So remember when you said unkillable wall things? Ow. I believe these cannot be killed. Let me see. Oh, nope, you can kill them. Okay. It's these stupid skeletons you can't. I know there's a reason to come in here. There was no notes, I don't think. Nothing. Okay. I'm surprised if that's just supplies. Okay. Yeah, this level will almost certainly be 2 parts. Let's see. This game, what is that? I want to say this is our 3rd maze.
I think, yeah, I think this is number 3.
Because there's the swamp one. There's the
desert one.
Yeah, desert and this. Every time we talk about mazes, my mind goes back to Star Fox Adventures. I thought that... Pretty sure you could break this. Weird. Maybe there's a switch. But yeah, the one where you had to get to Cape Claw through that maze. I don't like the idea, because I don't think you ever got a shortcut through that maze, that you have to go through the maze every time you want to go to Cape Claw, which is kind of gross. So, speaking of past games, though, did you see the trailer? I don't know, you're not a Tony Hawk guy, so I don't know why you would, but the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4 has something that may make me buy a digital deluxe edition, and I hate myself for it.
Oh, what's that?
I sent you a screenshot, but basically...
Oh, Doom 2016 cosmetics.
I think it's Doom Eternal.
Oh, right,
yeah. He's got
Doom Eternal.
But I'm like, oh, man, to be able to shred, rip and tear on that skateboard...
I mean, I did play a fair amount of the original Tony Hawk's Pro Skater on PS1 when I was a kid.
Those remakes are top-notch. They almost have all the licensed music.
I can't say that's gameplay style appeals to me much anymore. It was mostly my brothers who wanted those, and I just sort of played them because, you know, you play everything you have when you're a kid, 'cause you don't have much.
I was the older brother, but that still applied to me because we sometimes got little kid games for the siblings. I think I have to go the other way through this maze, so we're gonna just leave it be.
Oh, I remember playing both Bob the Builder and Goofy's Funhouse on PS1.
One game I played it was like Mickey and the Magic Mirror or something. I never beat it, but I always remember that game felt like a fever dream.
On GameCube?
Yeah.
Disney's Magical Mirror featuring Mickey Mouse, which
actually that game was wonky.
That game is actually kind of important to the history of Kingdom Hearts.
Oh.
We can get to that at some point.
Okay, neat. I didn't think it would be relevant. That's surprising. Speaking of relevant, this pirate.
Oh,
so this pirate,
it's pirate.
He was gonna be either in the game or the protagonist or something. He was like a part of the game back when it was still like the boy with the sword.
Right.
Yeah. He shows up in I actually won't spoil that. If we do Tui, I won't spoil. I guess I just did. But I won't say where he is.
That's a very rare thing to do. You know, we started in one place, ended up on the other side of the world, and then for the sequel, hey, let's incorporate some of this cut content in some kind of way. Even though it didn't match where we went at all.
So we can't get through here. Not yet. Also, we can probably glitch the game and do something stupid. But, let's see.
I can't crouch.
He can't crouch walk, which is annoying. Why can't Banjo crawl? Nope. This game has the other meme, which is ride wife, life good, fight with wife. The sequel will have the rest of that joke. That's where we get to beat the tar out of Kazooie. Although it is crazy how much she is the workhorse in this relationship. I mean, Banjo
in this game,
he walks around.
In this game, yeah, all of the abilities seem to be Kazooie's responsibility.
Yeah.
It's really just the transformations that's up to Banjo.
Yeah. Now, let's see. Can we talk to Toilet? Gurgle. Bear is much too fat to fit in Largo's mouth. Get out your Quagmire toilet memes. Oh, gosh. If you don't know what that is, I hope you never do. It's not as bad as it sounds, but it's still stupid. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Okay, so I have to land. This is always finicky. Nope. Okay, so I want to jump. Slam. Nope.
Can you get onto the gutter?
I'm gonna try, actually. That's a good idea. There we go. You can land and then really quickly switch to this, but doesn't feel good.
All right, another Jinjo.
Yep. This reminds me a little bit of Big Boo's Haunt. A little bit.
For some reason, I suddenly thought of Batman Arkham Asylum when you're on like the roof of some part of the asylum.
If we play that, I'm really looking forward to that.
I would be down for doing that at some point.
Sometime around Halloween feels perfect. That or Luigi's Mansion. Anyway, I'm going to save state for this. But if you noticed,
there's a Mumbo token in the fire.
Oh. Okay. So we woke him up when he touched this creaky wood floor. So the floor is lava. Auntie's gold, how it's shown. She'll be mad now it's gone. Yes, I'm mad. My boot I'll put up your useless spooky boot. Wow. If this was... I'm almost surprised they didn't make an arse joke out of that. Now, let's see. I always think the term arse is really funny to me, like, British-wise. The British are a funny people. Their food is real bad. Can we... Okay, some of their food's real bad. Every culture has terrible food, I'm sure, somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I defending the British?
Because they're not the French.
That was extremely bizarre. I'm glad I didn't, like, clip out of the world doing that. Yeah. You know about, Paris syndrome, right?
I don't think so.
Oh! Okay. Being a little bit of a weeb, you're gonna really appreciate this, because, yeah. So, Paris syndrome is when, and this applies to any culture, but it was specifically coined by Japanese tourists. Their exposure to Paris, of course, was only through media and glamorous movies. And then,
mostly American movies, right?
Yes. And so, when they go to France... It's so much not what the movies show, and it's not this beautiful like, it has its beauty, but, you know, it's real. It's real life.
Oh, it's a major city. Like, it's...
Yeah. My point is, they get so depressed.
Doesn't Paris smell like piss?
It does. It does. My sister told me all about it. That and cigarettes. So many people smoke. But basically... They go there and they get so, like, just insanely depressed afterwards, and so they coined the term Paris syndrome. Just the disillusionment, and it's so funny that but I've had my Paris syndrome moments. I can't think of where, but I know there was somewhere I went where I was like, oh man, ingredients so solid. I'm Tumblr, the mighty solved the puzzle, and you can take this infernal thing that's stuck under me. Tumblr the mighty what? Oh, Tumblr. Whoops. This is almost like, oh gosh, I forgot about this. So, this one kind of blows. If we hit the witch thing, we do get hurt. Oh.
That's a Z.
What?
That's a Z.
Dang it. Ah, I thought it was an order.
There's the end.
Okay. J. Ow. When you were a kid, did you pronounce it Ouija board or Ouija board?
I don't think I knew what that was until I was like 12 years old.
Yeah, I always thought it was funny because I'm like, this is stupid. Like, this is a terrible game. You're just lying to yourselves that you're not moving at it. It's silly.
It's right there. It's right there. Down.
Oh, good. Okay. But it's funny to me that, like, I think that's like an official Hasbro thing you can buy.
Oh yeah,
so,
the Z is over there.
All right. Am I gonna make it? I might have to reload.
Yeah, there's no way you're getting.
Okay. Okay, I wasted a lot of time on that first Z, so... But yeah, it's always funny to me. I'm like, this is weirdly occult for a children's toy, but whatever. Okay, N... Could be worse. Could be Chutes and Ladders. That's not a real game. No, Candyland. That's not the real game. Let's see. Like, I despise games that are 100% luck.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna keep getting hurt.
Z is over there.
Okay, we're doing better.
Now stay along the top edge here, or the left edge, rather.
This reminds me of the car surfing animation in Simpsons Hit and Run.
All right, these are the last 3 letters.
Yep. It's kind of remind me of peppermints. The crystal says that your baby will be a girl. Shut up.
We don't want to destroy the mansion yet, so no gender reveal parties.
Yeah, that's the episode of The Simpsons where Homer takes Lisa to go do sensory deprivation tanks.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, that one tripped me out as a kid when I'm like, wait, that's a real thing you can go do?
I mean, even though it's not really something you think about, there's faith healing energy stuff like everywhere.
Yeah, but I'm more like, oh gosh, I'm more like the sensory deprivation tank thing is pretty cool because I've never done it, but oh my gosh, the I'm going back up. I'm going back up. The science behind it is real, and it's crazy that your brain, without any input, will just start making up crap. Like, which makes sense, I guess, because the brain is thirsty for input, but
yeah, like not all of that. Like acupuncture for a long time was believed to be a spiritual hoo-ha, but then they found out, oh, pressure points are a thing, and this makes sense. This makes medical sense.
I have a theory about some of that stuff is, you know how the body has like an electromagnetic field? Ah, shite.
Well, there's bioelectricity running through the body.
Right. My point is, I think some of that stuff might interact with that aspect of the body, because only up until very recently have we even been able to know it's... Oh my gosh! I'm reloading. Okay. Only until very recently have we known that stuff is even there, which is kind of cool. One thing I was really disappointed, though, is do you know about that hoax where you, like... The claim was if you ran some kind of current through a leaf and cut off part of the leaf, you could see the outline of the leaf was, like, made with the electricity that was missing. Like, it... That
does not... No, I don't... I'm not sure. I'm not sure I followed your explanation. But I've never heard about it.
I did a very poor job of explaining. So, okay, it's like, okay, imagine phantom limb syndrome for plants.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it was a fake thing. It was just double exposure chicanery. Banjo, I need... The water controls are not helping. Holding R only helps so much. Oh. See, what keeps happening is the momentum of getting knocked. Oh.
Yeah, it's bad.
Okay, I'm gonna...
Go straight up, go straight up, go straight up.
That's what okay. I'm gonna resurface anyway. Okay. I'm tempted to come back down here and get when I have more health, but we're so close. I will have to come back down here. Honestly, I probably should have come down here when I was transformed. In hindsight, that would have been smart. Oh well! What's done is done. But no, the thing that whacks me out is there's a plant that can see. And we know it can see because you put it next to other plants and it will mimic the leaves of that plant that it's growing next to. And for a while we were like, oh, it must be, and I say we as in all of the human race. I should say
the scientists and researchers looking into it.
The royal we.
They hypothesized that it was like pollen or some root system thing.
So they're like, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We'll put a plastic plant next to it. There's no way it'll be able to copy it. And it did. And it even looked fake. Like that was I can't get up. Okay.